This video is in response of Spinnernet's video on Edge and the fact that he's won 8 world titles in about 37 months. A very good video. I'm going to post a link to it on the site, but a very good video and one that I agree with 100%. I don't know what it accomplishes, given Edge the title 8 times in 37 months. And I thought the most interesting statistic on all of those was the fact that he's had 4 of those title reigns, 4 of the 8 have lasted under a month, which, why bother giving it to him in the first place if he's going to lose it 3 or 4 weeks later? It just to me doesn't make any sense. And I was kind of thinking about, okay, what's the cause of it? What's the reason? And I think a lot of it goes back, not all of it, but I think a lot of it goes back to the brand split. I think when you go back to the Attitude Era and you think of some of the matches that they had in the 90s, the WWE had in the 90s, you had your main event wrestlers, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you had Triple H, you had The Undertaker, and a little later you had Kurt Angle and so on and so forth. But when you only have one world champion, it's a lot easier to come up with main event title matches than it is when you have 2 world champions and you're trying to consistently produce pay-per-views every month. That's why I think we get a lot of the repeat matches. I think earlier in 2008, I think Randy Orton and Triple H fought 4 straight pay-per-views. I know it was 3. It might have been 4. And you just wouldn't have saw that in the Attitude Era. And I think a lot of it has to do with the brand split. It's a lot more difficult to come up with title matches, 2 title matches instead of 1. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I've really never been a fan of the brand split, and this is just more justification on why it's wrong. If you only had one champion, say he was John Cena, 1 month he could fight Randy Orton, and if they didn't want to give Randy Orton the title at that time, Cena can retain, and then the next month maybe he takes on Edge, and then maybe he loses it to Edge, and then Edge takes on The Undertaker, and maybe Edge wins, and then Edge, drops the title to another fan favorite, and so on and so forth. And you're having different main events every month instead of a lot of the same main events. Who wants to see Randy Orton and Triple H fight every pay-per-view? It's the same match over and over again. And I think the WWE has a tough time in coming up with main events for 2 different champions. And I think a lot of this could be remedied if they would eliminate the brand split and go back to one brand. But that's just my 2 cents.